Hi.
I'm ready.
Huh?
I'm ready.
Oh, no.
Huh?
No.
Yep. I'm ready for the massage. The 10,000.
How much? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh, no English.
Like the.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, y'all don't do
Oh,
that?
no, no, no.
Yeah, you cash or card?
Cash.
Okay.
Cash, money, money.
Money?
Yeah, money, money, money. Do y'all do like the happy
No, no. No, hi. No, no, no.
extra? I'll pay
Oh,
extra.
I don't know.
No, I'll pay
No.
extra.
You come in. 对吧？这是
哎，他都输那个，你还带进去做呀？
哎呀，你怕什么呢？真的是。啊
I'll pay extra.
You pay now? Pay now?
Yeah,
50?
I'll pay cash. But I can
Cash
yeah.
you pay now?
Huh? Yeah, but did I do the happy
Yeah, pay 50. 50. Pay now? Yeah, pay now.
pay now?
Yeah.
You mean to pay?
100. Okay.
100?
Cash is credit card. It's good.
Okay. For the.
Somebody in the comments said this dude is filming a crime. Yes. Yes, this is exactly that. But I guess because, like, you don't know if he went through with it, it was just a skit, then they can't really get him on that. But my man, be careful out there.
I think we place more importance usually on men's sports in our society. That's seen by soccer as well. You always hear about male soccer stars. You don't really tend to hear as much about
That's because the men are better.
No, not really.
Yes, really. The market dictates reality.
The expectation.
Do you watch soccer?
Yes.
Name a woman soccer player.
I can't name any soccer player.
Really?
I don't pay attention.
Because if I were to ask a man who watches soccer, he could tell me 100 male soccer players. You can't name one, and you watch women's soccer?
I watch them play.
Really?
I don't care
Messi,
who they are.
Ronaldo.
I can't name one other than one you hear constantly in the media. No.
And the one
Bruh.
you hear constantly are all male, no?
How
I
are the
hear
girls at this table
two
not like, what the
names.
f*** are you talking about?
At this point in time, any soccer player, any woman, female that has been a soccer player, what is that? Hope Solo or something like that, Megan Rapinoe or whatever her name is, and a few others. I have their face in my brain, but I don't have their name. They're out there, even on teams, even on an Olympic U.S. team. You'd be able to name them. I assure you. I'm hoping, but here we go with this disingenuous argument from these modern women, where, oh man, they're just as good as the men. No, they're not. They're not as exciting. They're just not. It's not a case of, well, we just don't want to see that. It's a case of you're not that good. Sports a lot of times is about aggression. Like there's got to be some aggressive element to sports. That's why you have football, right? There's some element of humiliation and domination. That's why somebody taking a three from way downtown to put the game out of reach, that's backbreaking. It's walk-off home run. It's soul crushing. That is, we're neck and neck and neck. Who's going to win? Arm wrestling, tug of war, all of that stuff. That's why that is the way it is. That's why people are drawn to it. Boxing, hand-to-hand MMA. It's who is going to be defeated brutally a lot of times. That's what people like to see. That's why they like to watch the men do it, because they are better and more adept at it. Stop this stupid argument thinking that, oh, women are just saying, no, they're not. They are just not as aggressive. They have skills. They know how to do it. And I'm sure, should I step out on that field, I'm going to get clowned more times over. I don't even have a shot. But professional to professional, who do you think that the market is going to watch? The better one. Sit down.
My dad was the piece of shit. My dad was the piece of shit. My mom lied and put him in jail and then kept him in jail 6 months at a time on 2 separate charges so he couldn't pay child support. And the charges were for not paying child support. My dad was the piece of shit working 103 hours a week because the state was taking almost 60% of his check when he was out of jail so he could have any living money at all. Yeah, my dad's the piece of shit for my mom being the and for being a manipulative narcissist, making everybody think that he was the bad guy. My dad's the piece of shit, my mom cheating on him, leading to them getting a divorce. And even though she got the house and he paid for almost half the thing, she got it foreclosed on 6 months ago after 25 or 30 years of paying down a mortgage. getting like 2 or 3 reverse mortgages. Yeah, my dad's a real piece of work. Probably his fault that she spent 90 days in jail for embezzling $50,000 from her job that only got discovered when her boss died in a motorcycle accident. That's probably my dad's fault too. I love blaming men for things. I think it's the best thing that any woman could do is just to blame men. Because if you think about it, a woman being a single mother and being abusive to her kids, there couldn't be any correlation there. We should not actually blame women for that. You look at the stat that single mothers are responsible for over 80% of the comes from women, and then ask yourself, why are these women single mothers? Could it be that they are abusive? Could it be? No, it couldn't be. There's no correlation there. That a woman is left because maybe a guy had to leave to protect himself, and that woman who's left alone with the child because she lied to the state about how bad he was, even though he had to get away from her being abusive, she then continues to her kids, and no one blames her because she's good at lying. You know, actually, that's where I learned to lie from my mom. I was a compulsive liar most of my life, and I was great at it. And I got into sales, and I made millions of dollars in sales. Now I'm a YouTuber because I was able to turn that fancifulness into creating educational videos on how to do Airbnb. I know how to just have enough flavor and stay educational. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, but let's not give guys credit for transcending their child and doing something good with it. Let's just blame men that the situation was ever created at all.
Exactly. And so many modern women do this, this foolishness. It's the man's fault. The man did it to me. And we're just going to blame him. It's easier. And people allow them to get away with that nonsense, even though they're the ones who are in the driver's seat of their destiny. They continue to blame the man over and over again. Oh, well, I embezzled money. Was it your boss's fault? Probably so, because he wasn't paying me enough, or whatever the case might be. Well, my baby daddy wasn't paying child support. Well, he was in jail, and you kept on throwing him in jail for child support because you said he wasn't paying it. That sort of stuff. These modern women will throw men in jail because they don't like them, and then tell their friend he wasn't paying child support, and he wasn't. No, you threw him in jail because you didn't like him. You threw him in jail because he wasn't acquiescing to what you wanted him to do. He would not run around behind you, sniffing your behind. He would not get on your time schedule. He put his foot down and said, no, this is the way that I'm going to raise the child when I have the child. This is the direction that I'm going to go. Oh, you are? You're not going to do what I tell you? Well, you're not going to see the last of me. We're going to court. And that's what they do right here. But this man, thankfully for him, he turned it into something positive. He took accountability and said, I was a compulsive liar. And I changed that and turned that into something good. But modern women will stay the way they are for years and years and then say, I've been trying to get out of this hole. I've been going to therapy and doing the inner work, childhood traumas and healing, but I still find myself in the same position 55 years later. And it's a man's fault. Interesting.
When I was in prison, we all had our own little designated guard that we had a crush on, and mine was Albert. Albert, if you out there, I still want you bad. Around Christmas time, everybody was in the hole, and I was the only one not in trouble because I'm not stupid like these other. And he would eat dinner with me, and I was like, are we on a date right now? Tight shit. And when I would get mad, I would protest. So I would either get naked or not eat my food. I don't know, like that was kind of like for me, but I would just like be in my cell naked, walk around. And one time he came to my door, he's like, how about you get dressed for me? And I was like, I got you. I love you. And I'm glad I had a crush on him of all guards instead of a guard that may have took advantage of me or something.
Because how scary would it be to, be around a all the time, right? So happy you didn't have to, be subjected to some sick freak who would have taken advantage of you. Let's talk about something real quick. This woman is mentally ill, and so are the women in the comment section. A Prince Albert, if you will. Period, Albert. This is actually so wholesome. So glad he didn't cross any boundaries with you. Y'all, she's the one. She's the villain. She crossed the boundaries. You do know that, right? She's the one who crossed all the boundaries. She's the one who broke all the... she was not supposed to be ass naked walking around in protest. So glad some sick freak wasn't in this situation. No, there was a sick freak in this situation, and it was her. Are we okay? Albert didn't take advantage of you because Albert didn't want you. Could you imagine if there was a prison guard who was a woman? A man was doing this to her. And he got on here and told the story like he's some innocent little freak. I used to protest, and when that female CEO used to come, I used to just be butt naked. And she walked up to me and was like, why don't you get dressed for me? I still want her real bad. If you're out there, I'm right here. I always say, if you want to hear something that sounds crazy from a woman, just say it out of a man's mouth in reverse.
You know what's funny about this whole ordeal is that this woman is talking about a man that was trying to do his job. She's trying to entice a man. Like John was saying, you're sick. And this is how men get treated every single day. And we probably wouldn't have known about it had she not said anything. That's why I always say, you don't have to do a background check or a full report to see if a modern woman has been out here doing things that she shouldn't have been doing, because she's going to tell you about it. She's going to tell the entire world about it. And the women that are like her are going to pat her on the back. You don't have to wonder if she's going to say or wonder if you're going to find out anything, because they're going to tell you. Just look at what they got going on. Look at who they be hanging around. Listen to the words that they be talking about. They're going to tell you exactly what they've been up to, the things that they've been engaging and involving themselves in. And she's telling you right now, I don't got no common sense. I'm not planning on having any common sense. It'd be one thing if she got on here and she was like, oh man, we all have this moment in our life where we were confused or we did something that was super suspect. For me, it was da, 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 da. But she didn't say that. She got on here bragging about what she used to do. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, there were women in the comments talking about, this is so wholesome, like he was talking about. Oh, this is great. Oh man, I would do something like this. Oh man, I feel the exact same way. Why do you feel the exact same way? Anyway, I won't say that on YouTube. You're acting like a degenerate. You're the scum of the earth. And you're going to want a man to pay for this. You're going to want a man to take this out on a date. You're going to, men are asking, how can I trust you around my mom, around my parents, around my family? How can I trust you not to be talking about this foolishness? How can I trust you to not have any happiness about this? Why is there no regret about basically, in so many words, darn near mishandling a man verbally? This man's got a job. Had this been you on your job or the roles were reversed, then it would have been a huge problem. You have to get that guard fired right now. Oh, but because I have a crush on a man in a jail, in a county jail, then it's all right. Get a life, man.
Eat me now. If I look so yummy, eat me then.
This is a crazy response. A crazy response.
Everybody Hates Chris displays how miserable you can be being a provider man. And it all starts with Julius. Julius is the father in the show, and if you watch the show, you will understand where I'm coming from. In the show, Julius knows the price of everything he provides to the family and the amount that you use and the cost of the amount you used in the show. For example, if you made a bowl of cereal and you wasted some cereal, he'd be like, hey boy, you just wasted 30 cents of cereal. It was that petty.
I'm taking canned goods to school for the needy.
That's $2.89 worth of. His character was just supposedly to be a cheapskate, right? But everyone didn't realize that the wife Rochelle was the problem in the show. Mind you, in the show, Julius worked 2 jobs, right? And Rochelle, she'll bounce job from job. Rochelle will complain every day, oh, I don't like working. And she wouldn't mind quitting a job day one. And her main excuse would always be this in every episode. Oh, my husband works 2 jobs. I don't need this job.
People, I don't need this. My husband has 2 jobs. I don't need to be here right now.
My calls?
Who are you hollering at? Hold my calls. Hold on. I do not need this. My man has 2 jobs.
Meanwhile, Julius is stressing every day, coming home to a nagging wife, right? He's angry every day and he has to keep tabs on everything that is being used, being petty with the money, because he's penny pinching every time. And why were they struggling so much, right? Why did Julius have to be so cheap? Because he had no financial help at all. He had a wife that would complain and quit every job, right? With no other source of income. And she solely didn't care about how Julius felt, how stressed he was coming home from work, ever. It was just, oh, I don't need the job. My man works 2 jobs. Then you sit back and think like, man, how many men in America are really moving like Julius? How many of y'all are provider men with no financial help, with a wife that does not want to work or help you out because she is selfish, right? Rochelle is selfish. She doesn't care about Julius in the show. She's just like, oh, you're my husband and you work 2 jobs. She can't even keep a job to help him out. And to me, that is selfish. And this is a prime example of why being a provider is a scam.
And I love this show. I love this show. It's a great show. But he's right. This man had to keep tabs on everything. And they would try to soften it up to where, oh, she was a good wife because sometimes she would make him a plate or something of that nature. But a lot of times it wasn't shown, at least, that she would make him a plate. There was obviously the family element, and I do appreciate them doing that, showing the family element. But you did see a fair amount of, oh, well, my man has 2 jobs. I don't need this. This is the problem that a lot of men have with dating, as he was saying. I'm out here trying to bust my behind, do the best that I can. You sit up here saying, I don't want to go 50-50. If I got to go 50-50, then you ain't a real man. Here we go again with that nonsense. You saying I'm not a real man. You guys aren't real partners. Why would I want this? This is garbage. You bring this. That's why a man has to continue to ask the question, what do you bring to the table? And I know I say, well, maybe you could ask it a different way. But it comes down to the fact that men, I want to cut to the chase. I'm sick and tired of you playing in my face. Bars. I'm sick and tired of you playing in my face. I sat up there and asked you, what is it that you do? Hey, are you going to contribute to the conversation? What are you going to do? I have no problem paying. Oh, send me an Uber or send me this or buy me that. I'm worthy of this. Don't I deserve? I don't know you. I can't say whether you do or don't deserve something. I just don't know you yet. So I'm saying to you right now, I'd be willing to give you flowers and a nice dinner, but I got to get to know you first. That's it. After that, if you're a match for me, I don't mind it. Well, what if I did that to you? I don't mind it either, because we both don't know each other. That's why I'm proposing something that's fair and equitable for the both of us. Why don't we meet at a coffee shop? That way it doesn't get too expensive. You and I can sit down, or let's say this, men, because there are many men out there that do not care about taking a woman out to dinner. I just don't want to break the bank. Let's go to one of these restaurants that's a more of a casual place that we can sit down and kind of talk. Let's go get a booth over here and we can sit down and just talk and get to know each other. I don't like that. This ain't a high class fine dining steakhouse. And they sit up there and they complain and they moan and they whine and they groan about a man taking them to an otherwise nice place that you and your girls will go for a brunch or a casual meetup, a casual dinner to catch up. That's essentially what you're doing. You're getting to know somebody. But you want men to take you at face value. You haven't done anything for them and then end up like this. End up like this, where the woman continues to say, well, I just work a job because I want to. I don't really need to work a job. And the man is telling you, yes, actually, right now, we do need you to work a job. Right now, actually, yes, we do. Oh, I thought you were a man and you just completely blindsided me and I didn't even know that you was like that. I didn't know that you was like this either. Now get up and get a job. But a man would be wrong for that.
Tired.
Oh, thank you. Which TV?
No,
What?
where's my game?
Oh, I sold it.
Hey, don't fucking start with me.
I sold
Today's not the
it.
goddamn day.
I sold it for a good deal too.
Who gave you permission to sell it? Beauty.
I put it for $50 and
For what?
for 50. Wait,
Hey.
wait.
Exactly.
Oh my god, dude.
And they wanted the games and the control and the headset. Just give me
So 50 fucking dollars for a fucking bundle.
100.
What the fuck is 100? Just the headset was 150 bucks.
Well, you spent too much time on that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
No,
do.
I haven't printed for a week. Call that Mike. You better call that Mike. Call him.
I don't have the number anymore.
Where'd you find him?
Offer?
Okay, go look at his offer of shit. I want to message him back, then I want it back. Just the games are $80, $70. The new Call of Duty was $80.
Whoa, you shouldn't have spent too much fucking time on there. Let's fucking watch.
Yo, if I don't have my check today, I'm gonna post it first. I need a break too. That's my break. That's my mental
I'm your
break.
break. I'm your break.
You're my break. I swear to God, you better have my check. You got me stressed already. What's your phone?
And you want to be out here kissing this man like you didn't cause this man any problems, any issues. Oh, hey, baby, how was your day? I just ruined it. The day that you might have had at work, even if it was a great day at work, I just ruined it. That's what you're saying. And these modern women think that this is funny. I have no idea why. I'm thinking about a joke where they asked the guy on one of the Pop the Balloon episodes, where do you have any children? And he was like, yeah, they're all in liquid form. And the woman and women in the comments didn't think that was funny. You know, she didn't really think that was funny when he said it. And, you know, there were some, oh, yeah, you know, that wasn't funny. I mean, wasn't really anybody roasting him. They were just more like in shock that he would say that, right? So there's that joke that has people in shock. But when women play jokes like this, then they're justified. Oh, yeah, he should be spending time with you. You're his piece. If you do things like this, how can you be somebody's piece? If you do things like this, why would anybody want to hang out with you? And there's so many times that modern women do things like this and expect the man not to blow his top off. They expect the man to be happy about it. Like, oh, okay, I appreciate you. I was spending too much time with a guy. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you doing that. I wonder if that man went in there and he did say, okay, if I don't have my game back in this length of time, then I'm going in there and your purses are gone. How about that? I wonder if that man said, you know what? You spend too much time on makeup. How about I get rid of it? I sold it. You know, I found somebody else that wanted it. I talked. But wait a minute. You're not going to be mad. I sold it to somebody after talking to them, and they reassured me that they wouldn't spend as much time as you do applying makeup to their face. So it's going to be time well spent and money well spent. Here's $50 for you, even though you spent hundreds of dollars, possibly even thousands of dollars on this game, just purchasing in-app stuff or in-game credits. Don't worry about it because it doesn't matter. You need to spend time with me. Don't worry about the makeup that you purchased. You need to spend time with me. Don't you worry about it. Modern women, when they do things, instead of just saying, you know what, I'm sorry, let me see if I can fix it or get it back. Because this is a terrible joke. This is a terrible joke. Hey, let me see if I can get it back. Nope. It is what it is. As a matter of fact, if a man presses you and said, I don't think that's funny. Oh, well, maybe you didn't need the game anyway, because if this is the way you act over a game, girl, look how he's acting over a game. Then all of a sudden, he's toxic and you need to get out of there when you literally caused the issue. Modern women logic.